all, Andrew here with I Dream of Crafting. This is going to be maybe a series of time lapses. I haven't decided what I'm going to do exactly, but it's going to be another painting. The 22nd of July is my grandparents' 65th anniversary. 65th anniversary. It's incredible. They were married back in 1950. So I was thinking what I can do for them, obviously something duct tape related, and I had this great idea to make them this painting of some things, not all things, but some highlights from the 1950s, the first decade of their marriage. So I will input a little picture here of what it might look like. So I have all these little pieces from the painting. I printed it out in black and white, so I didn't, you know, waste my color ink. I cut all these out though, so I could set them on a canvas, or not a canvas, but an 8x10 frame, and make sure everything fit and all that good stuff, you know. So this is what I'm going to be doing for them. Obviously it will be in color, but I really hope I can finish this by the 22nd. It is the 13th right now. Actually, it's the 12th, but it's like 10:30, so by the time I upload this, it'll probably be the 13th. So yeah, I'm hoping I can really get this done. So I think what I'm going to do in this one, I want to get a head start on this because it might not be the biggest painting I've done, but it's definitely the most intricate, especially with things like Cinderella here and the NASA logo from the 1950s, which I kind of like the logo they have now. I kind of wish I could use that one, but I'm afraid it's going to take me longer than I'm thinking, so, but as long as I can finish it by the 22nd, I'll be perfectly fine, even if I have to pull some all-nighters, especially this one. That is the Diners Club credit card. It is the first credit card ever, if you guys didn't know. It's the Diners Club card. It was created by some guy who went out to dinner and forgot his wallet, and he came up with a way of, gosh, I wish there was, you know, some way we could pay without having to use money. So he made a credit card. That's how the credit card industry started. So I will stop talking though. Sorry for all of this. So for any painting, of course, you need an X-Acto knife with a very sharp blade. You of course need, maybe not all in separate pieces, but at least some template that you're going to use. You're going to need a cutting board, of course. You're going to need poster board. I've already lined mine with white duct tape because I figured that would be the easiest background, especially because all of these have different colors in them, so I didn't want the background to be too busy, so I figured white would be a safe thing to do. You're also going to need duct tape. I'm going to need a lot of colors for this. I haven't even picked them all out yet. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to say the least. Let's see, you might need a ruler, you might need scissors. As I stated before, I really don't use those too often, but they're nice to have on hand just in case. And I think that's it. Canvas, that. Yeah. Alright, so let's get started. I also forgot to mention that you'll be needing some clear packaging tape to hold down your pattern. Okay, so for my benefit and yours, I'm just going to set these out so A, you can see them, and B, so I can make sure, once again, just for my own benefit and my own sanity, that they still do fit. What I did was I took the frame and I actually put them in the frame to see how it would fit, and it fit in the frame okay, but I'm paranoid. So I just want to make sure these all fit on the on the poster board that I cut out. So I'm going to do it this way first so I can see where things go, and then I will flip it around so you can. So I'm going for like a what do you call it? A collage-ish thing. So I don't, you know, they don't have to be like perfect, you know. Like if they're a little messy, that's kind of what I'm kind of what I want to go for, is kind of the messy look. I guess I should probably be explaining these as I'm putting them on. Wow, I have a lot more room than I thought. Oh my goodness. That could be a good or bad thing, I'm not sure yet. Okay. I'll actually flip it around and then I'll mess with it. Ooh, okay. So, as I stated, my grandparents were married in 1950. So here's some things that started in the 50s or were popular in the 50s. So, Cinderella, the Disney movie Cinderella, came out in 1950. The Diners Club card that I explained in the opening, that was started in the 1950s. Sound of Music, Guys and Dolls, those are two musicals that were, I think even Sound of Music was a Broadway musical until it made it to movie, if I'm correct. Those were 1950s. Cat in the Hat I think he came out in the 50s too, or at least, yeah, Cat in the Hat. So, yeah, that story came out in the 1950s. I Like Ike, you might be too young or maybe not hit that in history class yet. I Like Ike is actually the slogan for President Eisenhower's campaign before he was president. Ike is, or was, his nickname. This is a the Soviet flag with Sputnik on it. That was launched in, I think, 54. Elvis got his start on what was it? Ed Sullivan Show, I think, in 52, I think. Peanuts, the comic strip, that was started in the 1950s, I believe. I think 1950 that was started. Lego, even though they were around before the 1950s, Lego actually started their first. In the 1950s, they released their first plastic piece that we know today. Before then, all the Lego pieces were wood. NASA was founded, I believe, in 1954, 53, something like that. And the peace symbol was developed by a man over in England, I think in London. It's actually quite interesting. You should look this up. The way he came up with it. It was supposed to be the symbol for the decommission of nuclear weapons. And then in the 60s it was adopted for meaning peace, which, you know, kind of goes along with what he was trying to do. So yeah, that's what all this means. And I have a lot more room than I thought, which is okay. That works for me. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to like enlarge some of these things, like this Peanuts or the 1950s, or just well, I could probably make Lego a bit bigger there. So yeah, I think it'll look pretty cool though. I don't like how there's so much space. I might do something. I don't know. This is the hardest part, especially with these collages, trying to figure out where things go, how it looks nice. So yeah, I'll figure something out. But I just wanted to show you what it could look like. I'll probably be changing it a little bit. But yeah, so I think I'm going to, honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have no idea where to even start. This is going to be quite an endeavor. Oh man. Well, wish me luck. Okie dokie then. Sorry for any humming you hear in the background. Once again, I have my fish tanks on my desk. They're about, oh, I don't know, 5 or 6 inches away. So I apologize for that, but I decided to start with the 1950s little center logo thing. I figured that would be the easiest place to start since it's in the middle, and I wanted to like build out from there. I didn't want to place anything on the outsides and then find out that I placed things too far in and then didn't have room for anything in the center. So I pretty much decided to work from the inside out on this painting. So yeah, just some basic numbers and letters here, and it was okay. It didn't take too long. It made it easy that they were large. So I decided I wanted to do, obviously the letter, you know, the 1950s, as you can see, is black. So I wanted to, you know, spice it up a little bit. I was going to use the pink duct tape that has the little, what are they called? Scotty dogs on it. I wanted to use that, you know, kind of reminiscent of the poodle skirts that was famous back then, but I thought it would be too busy. A, they're not poodles, so that, you know, maybe not would have made sense. B, though, is the letters and the numbers, the letter and the numbers are black, and some of the Scotty dogs on that tape is black, so I didn't want anything bleeding together. So I just decided to go, I saw this tape underneath the Scotty dog tape, and I'm like, you know what, that might be better. So I decided to go with this one. I do like it. Polka dots were big back then too. So when you're placing things like this, you're gonna see me say, nope, we're gonna do it this way. It's easier to space things when you do the first letter on one side and then the other letter on the next side, you know, opposite side, and then go back and forth from there. I still do have to move some things, but that's an easy way of spacing it so that you have enough room, is to place your first and last character and then work from there. I did move things a little bit closer and then decided, I'll cut a little bit off. And bingo, it is centered. I didn't want to keep messing with the letters and number so that they could snap or warp on me. I just wanted to get it down. You're going to see my phone a lot. I keep picking it up to reference back to the color photo so I can tell what the colors are, since obviously everything is black and white. So I'm just referencing back to the color version that you saw earlier in the video that is on my phone. So pretty much my original plan going into this was to do all the black outlining first. That didn't really go as planned. I just started picking things that were easy, I guess. So obviously the silhouette, which was actually kind of hard because it was so small, but it turned out nice. I like how it turned out. So I just, I basically picked, I'm going to do 3 things tonight. These 3 things took me an hour. It only took me so long because I had to keep getting up and finding the tape. I didn't pick out any tape before I started, so yeah. Total cutting time, probably not as long. Maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes maybe, but it took, like I said, an hour because I had to keep getting up and finding tape. So, yeah. But, let's see. What was I saying? Oh, yes, so in this video, I'm gonna do 3 of the, images you saw. Because I'm recording this at 12:40 in the morning. I'm tired. I don't want to work on it anymore, and if I work on it anymore when I'm tired, I'll screw it up. I've learned that the hard way. So, oh, excuse me for yawning. It's been a long day. I worked I worked from 12:30 to 6:30, and it was a very, 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 very busy day. If you wouldn't have told me, I thought it would be a Saturday, not a Sunday. It was a very busy day. So I'm tired, and I should have taken a nap, but I didn't want to. So I am totally ready for bed. Anyway, though, I will stop complaining. You're going to see me screw this up. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have maybe cut out the white first. I don't know. I'm sure there was a better way of doing this. But I cut out the backdrops to these letters. I should have kept the letters. That's what I should have done. As I'm cutting the paper here, you'll see me take each letter away. I'm actually throwing them out. I should have kept them. I could have reused them. But when I went back to the trash to find it, I could only find 4 of the 5 letters. The E disappeared on me. I have no idea where it got to. And of course it was the E. It couldn't have been the I. I could have freehanded the I. But I kind of need the E. So I have to print out another print off another template of this one so I can get the letters done. So these are not done by any stretch of the imagination. You're gonna see me place them on the canvas on the poster board, but they are not done. I will just finish them when they're on the board. But what am I gonna say? Oh yes, but I do have to finish them, because there's a oh my goodness, yawning. They're actually white letters with a little bit of black in them to kind of define what the letters mean, because this little square here is actually the E. So the white part really does make what the letter stands for. So I gotta print. I already did. I printed out another template. I'll just fix that, finish that probably tomorrow, because I'm off tomorrow. Yay! So I'm hoping to get a good chunk of this done tomorrow. I'm hoping, because the peace sign won't take long, the I like Ike won't take long, I'm not expecting Sputnik to take long. I think the longest ones that are going to take the longest is definitely that NASA one. Oh, the Peanuts logo won't take long either. NASA's going to take forever, the Diners card's going to take forever, Cinderella's definitely going to take forever. Yeah, Sound of Music and Guys and Dolls, those are going to take a very, very long time. So here's the Lego logo. This is their first, as far as I know, this is their first logo before they, changed it. Because every company changes their logo as they grow. I just put that little piece of black tape aside because I might need it later on. Why waste it when you don't have to? So I'm just going to place this little circle. I'm really really happy with how this circle came out. And it fits. So I was going to stop here, but then I'm like, might as well finish it up. It's only 4 letters. So I got up and I found my red tape. So we're going to finish this up, and this will be it for this video. And tomorrow I will do some more and update that tomorrow, so you'll get 2 videos in one day. I'm on fire, huh? Oh, these letters. I was hoping through the whole process that these letters would turn out. They're very, 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 very thin. They're thinner than I thought they were going to be. So as I'm cutting them, I'm like, oh my goodness, please come out. Because if not, I would have had to definitely made them larger. But they did come out. You're gonna see them, and they're beautiful. I am so happy with myself. I don't know if I'm to blame, or I don't know, but I don't know, I didn't think I was that good, but maybe I am. But they came out, and I love how they came out. So, like I said though, they're crazy, crazy thin. Getting them off the board took forever, because I didn't want to stretch them, which was really hard not to do, because they're so thin. That was me crossing my fingers. It went too fast, because this is 4 times normal speed, but that was me crossing my fingers at the camera. Cross your fingers. I was so nervous pulling this up. It went well. It went far better than I was expecting. So yes, like I said, you'll get another video later tonight, or later today, I should say. And remember to subscribe so you don't miss anything. And remember that orders are open. I appreciate any and all help, considering my tuition is coming up. So I do appreciate any help, even if you just get my name out there to someone who, you know, might want to buy. I would very much appreciate it. It's already drummed up some business for me, so I really do appreciate it. Just putting these in, this took forever. I'm so glad with how it turned out though. So far so good. It's turning out beautifully. So I really hope my grandparents like it. But remember to subscribe and follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And I will see you in the next video.